G'day everybody, my name is Lowell and welcome to the channel. So we have a reaction video for us today. This is going to be things about the homes in the US that puzzle foreigners. Now, I am a foreigner, so let's see if it puzzles me. So let's jump in. Let's have a look at this one. Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 things about homes in the USA that puzzle foreigners.
Okay.
If you live in the United States, I'm sure you see all the things in your home as totally normal. But around the world, people have totally different houses. And if you're not from the US, then prepare to be stunned by the weird things Americans have in their homes. But first, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? Coming up first, we have single faucets. In many countries, for example the UK, you have two different taps or faucets. But hop across the pond and there's only one. That's right, the American ethos is one faucet to rule them all. In many countries you have to choose between washing your hands in boiling hot water or freezing cold water. Or if you're a genius you can turn them on both.
I know my bathroom has two faucets, weird word, two taps, hot and cold. You know, you have to kind of, what do you choose? Okay.
At the same time and have medium water. But in the USA there's just one faucet the water comes out of.
They're just mixer taps. I mean, a lot of people have mixer taps too, so it's fine.
The case in almost every kitchen and bathroom in the USA. Instead of having one hot and one cold tap, there's just one. Usually you simply turn that one single tap to hot or cold. The reason why the USA only has one faucet is because their plumbing system is different from many other countries. In countries where there's two taps, water usually sits in a tank where it's not deemed to be safe. That's because the water's been sitting building up bacteria for too long. Next up is huge refrigerators. You may assume that refrigerators are all made equal, but that's simply not the case. One internet user said they did a house swap with their friends from the UK. When they got to their home in the UK, they actually had to call their friends and ask where the fridge was. When they were told, they were surprised as they thought
fridges in the UK are even smaller than they are in Australia. We probably in between the UK and America. Some fridges in Australia are just as big as the America, I would assume. But in the UK, a lot of them have half size. They'll either have a fridge and a freezer, or if they have a full one, you know, they have a little freezer at the top. It's, you know, it's the size of the houses. You know, the houses are small in the UK, so obviously your fridge are going to be smaller too.
Their normal fridge was some kind of mini fridge. That's because refrigerators in the USA are huge or huge. Instead of them having one door, it's actually common for them to have two. They may also be kitted out with fancy gadgets like ice makers. And some smart fridges now even have screens, but I'm pretty sure most people in America don't have them. The reason why is because American food is often sold in larger packaging. Not only that, people in America often buy more groceries than those in the rest of the world.
No, also, not really. I don't know. Probably because they've got bigger houses, they can fit bigger stuff in. You know, if you got a big spot for a big fridge, buy a big fridge. And it's probably cheaper, I would say as well.
Outside of the USA, many people leave foods outside of the fridge. For example, in many countries, eggs, butter, cheese, and beer are left out of the fridge.
No, see, if you did that in Australia, you would have, I don't even know how many animals you would have in your pantry. I don't even want to think about it.
Next up is toilets.
Okay.
Now, for a very essential room in every house, the bathroom, there are actually a few toilet differences in the USA compared to the rest of the world. First off, American toilets are much lower down than the ones in Europe. European toilets are usually much higher than American toilets for some reason. Some say the reason why America has low-sitting toilets is because it's more like how our caveman ancestors squatted on the ground. It's actually more natural to squat near the ground to do our business. For some reason, Americans have
Are they actually shorter, the toilets?
Taken this into account, while the rest of the world has not. But that's not the only difference about American toilets. If you're not American and go to visit the States, you may assume your toilet's being clogged. This could be hugely embarrassing.
I've been to America once. I went to cousin's wedding. I went to was it Albany? I think it was Albany, upstate New York. And then we went to New York. I remember the first time going to the toilet at the airport, and that's exactly what I thought. I thought, hang on a minute, why is the toilet blocked? But it wasn't, because you have so much water in your toilet. I don't know why. Why is that? Whereas here we have very little water. I don't know why. Maybe this will explain it.
But don't worry, it may not be the case. That's because in America, their toilet bowls are full of water.
Yeah, why?
Instead of there only being a small bit of water, the toilet bowls are usually pretty full up. This
like
prevents the
halfway.
bowls getting too dirty and staining the porcelain white. This also means that American toilets smell better and they don't have to be brushed as often. But the
I mean, if you clean your toilet naturally, you know, they still, well, it's a toilet. But, okay.
downside is there's an increase in splashing, if you know what I mean. And finally, one extra difference about American toilets is sometimes there's a gap in the toilet seat. You may see these on public toilets or
Okay.
people's toilets in their homes.
Is that, because we don't get that here. I can't remember the last time I even seen a gap in a toilet seat. I know there are around. You can buy your own toilet seat and whatever else, Bunnings and whatever. It's kind of like Lowe's in Australia. But I don't know if that's a regular thing. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, in Australia, what we do here, because obviously we're Queensland, we're usually drought or whatever else. But we fill bottles of water and put them in the cistern in the back of the toilet. So that way it doesn't take as much water to fill the back. So you flush it and everything else, but it takes less water to fill it because obviously it's full of, you know, the bottled water. I don't know if that's everybody, but it's a good way to get away with not using as much water, obviously, because water is very expensive in Australia. You know, so if you can cut it down a little bit, it's better for everybody. So, okay.
you're not American, you may ask, what is this? Well, the idea is, in public toilets, you're supposed to put toilet seat covers in. This provides some extra hygiene. But what about in your own home? Well, you can put things, for example, toilet seat covers over to make it warmer.
What?
That's
No,
right, you can
no.
actually buy fuzzy toilet seat covers.
No. Don't put a fuzzy toilet seat. You remember the 80s, 90s? They used to have the carpet and everything around it. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. And besides, your toilet paper is facing the wrong way. That has annoyed me the whole time. Don't even get me started on which way the toilet paper should be facing.
To make your toilet seat warmer.
No.
Next up is single floor.
Huh?
This one isn't about a single room in an American home. Instead, it's a fact about American houses in general. If you go to most countries, houses will have at least 2 floors,
what?
sometimes 3. But in the USA, despite their houses being very big, they're usually all on 1 floor. In the UK, these would be known as bungalows. They're actually pretty.
I think Australia, we call them Californias. I think that's what we call them. But our Queenslanders in Australia here in Queensland are 1 floor, but they're on stilts because obviously the hot air, you know, circulate that hot air, get it out of the house. I've seen plenty of houses in America 2-story. What the heck are you talking about? Okay.
uncommon, but in the States, single floor homes are the norm. In the USA,
Really?
homes are usually spread out horizontally, but in many places, for example European countries,
Okay.
they're more vertical.
Because there's no room, mate.
Next up is garbage
Yeah.
disposals.
I've never seen a garbage disposal in my life. Ever. Never
Around the
seen
world, if you have food waste, you simply put it in the trash. But in the USA, you may put it down your sink. That is
Yeah,
because
what?
in America, they have something called garbage disposals.
Yeah, I've never
Over
seen
50% of American homes have a garbage disposal. But they're pretty much unheard of in every other country.
Yeah.
Some say these provide better sanitation and limit smells coming from your trash can. The reason why many countries don't have garbage disposals is because in-sink garbage disposals are banned in many countries. The reason why is because many countries don't want food waste added to wastewater. That's because it will use more energy again.
Wait, where does the garbage disposal go down? The sewage pipe? That doesn't seem very good idea. I don't know. I don't know anything about garbage disposal. Let me know in the comment section. As I said, I've never seen one. I know it makes a horrible noise. I've seen them in movies. People throwing stuff down, marbles and whatever else. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I've never had one in the house. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody in Australia that's ever had one.
And at a later date to separate it into sewage waste. And some sewage plants are too small and would need an upgrade to do this. Next up we have flags. If there's one thing Americans love, it's their flag.
Yeah.
People from outside the USA will be stunned to know that kids actually pledge allegiance to the flag every morning in school.
Do they still do that? I don't know. Let me know. Do they still do that? I have heard of that, seen it in movies, obviously. We don't do that here in Australia. We have some flags, more sporting events, stuff like that. But yeah, we definitely do not have as many flags as your US, that's for sure.
And if you travel around the USA, you'll see many homes with at least one flag outside their home.
Actually, tell a lie. I do have a neighbor who has a flag right across the road from me, but he is South African. He's the only one with the Australian flag. It's like, I just remembered that. Dang, I need to get an Aussie flag. I'm letting down the side here. Dang, okay.
This may be on a flagpole or hanging off their house. This isn't something you'll see in many countries, but the USA have a strong sense of pride when it comes to their flag. And finally on the list of things about American homes that puzzle
Come on.
foreigners, we have ACs. In many countries,
I have 4 ACs in my own house. I cannot live without. I have one running right now. You can't hear it because of the microphone. It's running right now, right over there, because it's bloody hot. It's bloody hot. That's why we have them. I have 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 4 in my house.
An AC is not very common.
Come on now.
And in some countries like the UK, you'll see things such as radiators to heat homes. But in the USA, ACs aren't just common, it's how they're used which is odd. Instead of opening a window, taking off a few layers, or using a fan, Americans may keep their ACs running all through the summer.
No. AC was used to be made. Made to be used, I should say. If you have an AC, bloody run it. You know, don't worry about it. Just put it on. There's no point sweltering all day because you don't want to run your AC. I know it's very expensive, obviously. That comes into it too. But there's no point struggling if you've got an AC. Don't worry about it. Throw it on. It'll be good. Take the edge off, as they say.
This is not the most cost-efficient way to do things, but it does feel really nice.
Of course it does.
One French man moved to Boston, wrote online about his experiences in America in the summer. He said, "Why do you guys leave the AC on when there's so many windows?" He complained that many buildings he went into were actually too cold. And really, the reason why AC is left on is because it's all about the luxury. There's no need to worry about acclimatizing or changing clothing when you can keep your home exactly how you want it.
Exactly.
If you're not from America, then vote in the poll in the top right corner about the most weird thing in American homes. And if you are from America, then vote for the thing you found it most funny that people find weird about your home.
Some interesting things that garbage disposal. I've never seen one in my life. The toilets, I don't know why. I guess easier to clean, maybe easier to use. I don't know. So you guys have it almost half full. We have it right down below, right low. So I don't know. I guess it's just the way that we are. You know, the differences in different countries. So, but some of them are pretty straightforward. But some of them are a little. I don't say weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's just the way it is. You know, America's got their luxuries. We've got our luxuries. We can both come together and agree on AC. Stick it on. Don't worry about it. Summertime. Relax. Cool down. I don't think I'd be able to do videos in this room, which is a very small room, I must say, without my aircon. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here dabbing my forehead because it would be too bloody hot with the computer and everything else. Monitors and everything, it'd just be too damn hot. You need an AC. So, but let me know what you thought of that one. Let me know if you have a garbage disposal in your house as well. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. Make sure you stay safe. I'll definitely see you in the next reaction video. Oh, you're still here? You want more content? Why don't you check out my Patreon down here? You'll get plenty more content and some exclusive videos over there too. If not, why not check out this one over here?